Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this was sent in by @JaredHollier. So we're going to work this problem for old Jared Hollier. You can check him out on Twitter, @JaredHollier. You can check me out, @TylerTarver. Send me a picture of what you got, and I'll do my best to work that for you. Work it. Like, some rapper dance party. Okay, here we go. This is weird. Alright, so what it says is the value of radical 94 lies between which two consecutive integers? Okay, just to make sure we understand all of our terms. Okay, the value of radical 94... that's important. Okay, that means we're getting the square root of 94. Lies between which two consecutive integers? Okay, consecutive, that means that it is in a row, like 1, 2, those are consecutive. 3, 4 are consecutive. 15, 16 are consecutive. Consecutive just means in a row. So like in baseball, when you see consecutive home runs, that means they were back to back. Like they hit one and then the next person hit another one. And the integer just means like whole number. Essentially, it means like 1 and 2 are integers. 1.5, I don't know what that was. 1.5 is not an integer because it's got a decimal. Decimals and fractions don't count. Got to be straight up solid number. Okay, so what we're doing essentially is trying to figure out which two numbers is this between. All right, and this is something you can do in your head. You don't have to know the exact value of radical 94. So we want to know radical 94 is between which two numbers. This number is going to be smaller because the monster wants to eat more food, therefore this is bigger. And then this one is going to be bigger. Okay, so smaller, bigger. This is going to be, that's a weird way to write bigger, but the monster wants to eat this because this means this is bigger and he wants to eat more food. Okay, so what we're going to do is essentially we're going to guesstimate, and that's a real word, of what radical 94 is. All right, we can use the numbers that we already know. So for instance, just pick a number, 7. So you know 7 times 7 is what? 49. Therefore, we know the radical of 49 would equal 7. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're trying to figure out which number is this, the radical of, when it's going to be decimal probably. Let's just keep going. Okay, so we know it's not 7 because 49 is less than 94. They're cute and switched, but that won't work. Not on my streets. Okay, so let's move up to 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, radical 64, we're getting closer. So we know that would be the 8 one. So let's try next one up. 9. What's 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So radical 81 is 9. And then let's try what 10 would be. 10 times 10 is 100. So radical 100 equals 10. So we found what it's between. It's between these two right here. Okay, well, what number is this? 9. And we know this has to be an integer. Therefore, that has to be the smaller because that is bigger than that. All right, now let's try the other one. We know 100 is bigger than 94. Therefore, it's going to be 10. So that's our answer. Now, if I didn't explain that very well in the transition to answering it, we know that this number right here, this radical 94, it's going to be 9 point something because it wasn't small enough to be radical 81, but it wasn't big enough to be radical 100. So we know it's in between. All right, and you're thinking, well, why isn't it 10 point something or 8 point something? Well, we know that it's within the radical 89. So essentially, once you hit, or I'm sorry, radical 81, once you keep going up in numbers, like radical 86, radical 87, once you keep going up like that, you're still 9 point something, until you get up to 10, which would be radical 100. Okay, so the answer to this is 9 and 10. Hope that helped. Toodles.
Hey, Tyler here. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out tarveracademy.com.
Check out the Facebook page. I'd appreciate it. Also, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll try to help you. If you take a picture like this guy did, screenshot, whatever, tweet it to me, and I'll work it for you. And then check out my other YouTube page if you get a chance. TarverAcademy.com. Da-da-da-da-da.